Hey y'all, so today I want to shout out Senator Kamala Harris for being a true champion of diversity, not just in her hiring practices, but also in who she's mentored. Yesterday was Mother's Day, so I'm going to quote Senator Kamala Harris's mom when she would tell her, "You might be the first, but make sure you're not the last." And there is ample evidence of that being Kamala's true mantra throughout her career. If we look at her Senate staff and even her campaign staff, she had one of the most diverse staffs. Not a just in time check the box, I'm trying to see woke diversity. Okay. And when you look at Congress, let's speak truth. We have a diversity problem. Kamala Harris herself is the only Black woman in the Senate. And so it's important to recognize the fact that in politics, we have a lack of opportunity. We have a lack of access. And because of that lack of opportunity access, we have a lack of a bench to pull from. And so what Kamala Harris has done, she has cultivated that bench. And when you cultivate a bench, guess what? They move on to higher positions or different positions, but they move on to bigger and better things. That's not something that is scandalous. And so when I saw this tweet from Jonathan Martin, I really took issue with it because you know what? There was a real agenda to scandalize Kamala's staff and paint it as disloyal when the reality is you're talking about an overwhelmingly diverse staff. And so there are tropes associated with that, and it's perpetuating negative stereotypes about the reliability and the loyalty of people of color. And I don't like that shit. But let me go on ahead and read what he had to say. I'm going to skip the first part here, but the second part of what he had to say is it also highlights her tendency to churn through staff, which is why she had so few loyalists on her campaign in first place. Let's be clear, by objective measures, Senator Kamala Harris has one of the lowest Senate staff turnovers. Let's be very clear about that. But also, when it comes to churn, it's not churn for the sake of churn because she's sitting up there throwing staplers at people and abusing her staff. It's because she has built a pipeline of talented people who are going on to do bigger and better and great things. So shout out to Senator Kamala Harris for building that talent, and shout out to the Kamala alumni who are making this country a better place.